Hi everyone, so today I'm going to go through the Purrely deck again. I'm going to go through some advanced combo lines, a bit of an update on the list. So this list now, I've just had a quick little play with it because the list I was using before had 3 street and it was very sort of early in the development of the deck. Whereas now obviously people have been playing it for a while, the set's actually out. A lot more has been discovered. You don't need 1 street. I think the Dark Gold discard engine is still the best. Ghost Dog, Drawl, Nib, all insane. People are on Santa Claus as well to help with the OTKs, out different things. So yeah, so the deck list, this is the one I'm using at the moment. It's largely inspired from like a top 4 list from an American regional. Again, I'm just trying to go with the more sort of cookie cutter average one you're likely to see, because that's the one you're most likely to see. You know, if I was playing something wildly different then and you don't see it, it's sort of like, what's the point? So we'll hop into some solo modes and we'll get cracking on some combos. So immediately this hand, we're playing around Droll instantly. We're playing around Ash because we're playing through Ash because we got 2. So the reason why I'm playing around Droll is we can do solid draw phase. The reason why I'm playing around Ash is because we've got 2 spells. Obviously, if we get Ashed in the draw phase, then we can't play around Droll. We're playing around Vela because they can't do it in the draw phase. We're playing through Imperm, we're playing through Mana because we've got 2 different things to use. Yeah, that's about it for now. So we'll go Sleeping Memory. We'll just discard the Santa Claus. And we'll summon out this one first. Effect. Excavate top 3. Add the happy. The reason why I went for this Purrely first is because if this one can add 1 spell to trap. So if this one reveals the My Friend, or if this one reveals the trap, then I can search the other one of those off the Purrely. So that would be pretty useful. So now I'm going to use Happy Memory. Happy Memory is going to choose this card here. Pitch the Ghost Ogre. And it doesn't do that. Summon out another Purrely here. Affected this. Looking at pretty. Now the reason why I have kept the Delicious Memory in hand for so long is because then I can use this Delicious Memory in with the Purrely so that I can make a plump straight away. So let's do that. So affect this to make a plump. And again, we're sort of just like waiting to see if our opponent hits with any hand traps here. And then we can use Plump's effect to attach these 2. Then we can use Pretty Memory to summon. Pitching this. Oh, and then chain this to attach as well. So we now have 5 materials. Another alternative line here is that we actually don't attach when we summon out this. Then we use the effect of this to add the leap. Then we can use the effect of this to equip. But obviously we played it in Nib here. To go into Beauty. So now we have Beauty and Plump, and then we go into the opponent's turn. Effect of this to draw 1 because we've got Sleepy underneath it. Then effect to overlay into Noir. Then effect of Noir to draw 1. So now we played in Nib there. We've only got an Noir for 5, so we can't really use its effect and have it be protected. And we also play into Kurikawa because we've used the Noir effect, so you can play around Kurikawa by not using the Noir effect to draw. But we do have a Beauty and the Noir, and we do have stuff for the crackback next turn. But what we're going to do this time is I'm going to forget about everything else and just try and show you how to make the biggest Noir possible. Right, so this hand, nothing plays around draw. It's impossible to play around draw in this deck. Well, with this hand. First of all, I'm going to normal summon the Purrely, just because we might as well use this before my friend, because then we just get to see what we can add. Oh, unfortunate. So now I'm going to go my friend, resolve it, and we're going to have to use it for Delicious, because otherwise we're not going to get into Plump at all. Where's my other Delicious? Oh, I'm so blind. There it is. So just reveal 3 Delicious, added Delicious. Then Delicious, pitch in the... Well, it's a tough one. I think you, do you sort of have to gamble here? I think you have to gamble on another Purrely, because if you just summon... So I'm thinking about what to summon here. If you summon the Purrely normal, then at least you have the gamble of getting another one. But if you summon the Lily, then all the Lily's going to do is all you can end on... Because Purrely, this can only add spells, traps, so all you're going to end on... So basically what I'll do is I'm going to show you now what happens. If you go into the Purrely here... I'll just put everything in the banish so I remember. Then this effect can add, probably has to be the street, because this isn't much use. Then you would make this into a plump, and you could attach. And then in the end phase you could attach another one, but you've only got a plump for 3, so it's pretty useless. The only other line would be, instead of adding this, you would add the trap. Then what you could do is you could wait for your opponent to use 2 spells and traps, use plump to attach 2 spells and traps in their grave to it, then use this to overlay into Noir. But if your opponent knows what they're doing, they shouldn't be leaving 2 spells and traps in the grave at any one time for you to take anyway. This makes you my friend much worse because you don't have 3 to discard. So what I would do in this situation, instead of... so if we just go back to this... I think this is one way you have to risk it, so you just have to discard the Santa Claus, go into another Purrely, and just hope to hit something. Right, and we did, so this is pretty good now. So I'm probably taking the Sleepy. Now I think it's... To be honest, we sort of have to gamble again. If we make it... Yeah, I think we have to gamble again, because we just need the one more... I don't even need... Yeah, you just need the one... Yeah, we need to gamble again, because we need to hit another... We need to hit another spell. At least every time you're putting stuff to your bottom, your deck's reset, which is good. There we go. Okay, gamble's paid off. Gamble's paid off. So then, finally, last one, summon out the Purrely. Then you can use this effect. Oh, forgot to put these back. To add the trap. Then you can use this effect to go into plump. See, like, this is where I felt like you just have to gamble to get the full noir. And obviously the gamble paid off this time. Then you use the plump effect to add 2 back. Set your trap. Then you can... I can't overlay. Oh, it's DB line. Then you can overlay into this. Then when it goes to the standby phase, you can use this effect to draw 2. But obviously you draw, wait, so the way this works, let me just take it back, just so no one's getting cheated and people know how, like, this can come up. So let's say your opponent top decks draw for turn, you haven't cleared, like, they can still use draw. So in the standby phase, you have to go plump effect 1, draw 1, right, because it's got a sleepy underneath it. Well, it's got 2 sleepy underneath it. But then you have to use a second plump effect to draw another 1. Then you use the trap to overlay into noir. Then you use noir's effect to draw 1. Then you use noir's effect to draw 1. So basically what I'm trying to say is, if we take this back, right back to the standby phase, right back to the start of the standby phase. Oh, this is going to be a bit of a nightmare, but we'll do it anyway. So if we had the same plump with these underneath it, and the trap, so if you go standby phase, okay, plump effect to draw 1, great, you get drawled here. It's not like you're drawing 2, so you're actually losing 3 cards if you get drawled here. But then that means your opponent has to play their whole turn on the draw, so that's not great. But yeah, so hope this video helped a bit, because I've just showed you how, basically, noir's what you're trying to get to here. It's very different going second. Basically, going second, you want to try and use Delicious Memory, choose the card on the field, and it can't be destroyed. So you use Delicious Memory on their monster, and then using the Happiness to attack into it, half the attack, do loads of damage, and it keeps the monster alive, so you can do a lot of damage into 1 card. And that's why Santa Claus is played over Kaiju, because it's got 1200 attacks, so it's easier to kill. But yeah, so I've showed you how to, like, make a noir straight away, but like a light noir. And then I've showed, like, with a beauty, and then I've showed you how to make like the best noir you can with the hand that you've got. And sometimes you've just got to look at your hand and think, well, I can't make noir. I am probably going to lose if I don't make noir, so I have to scramble to make noir. This turn was a real scrambly turn. Obviously, you couldn't play around draw at any point, so you just lose to draw all the time. But yeah, that's just something to consider, because if you have the Dark World engine and you have if you have a Dark World engine and you have 1 or 2 quick play spells, preferably 1 that can play around draw. So what we'll do is we'll just put this back. We'll let us know. So you can really go off and you can do a lot. So this, like, you don't even need to think about these hands, because this summons out the Purrely. Then it's Snow 1, Purrely 2, because Snow's mandatory, so you have to do that. Then we get to add Delicious. Then Snow resolves, and obviously Snow can add Snow. Right, so we're back at 5. We've got a card in the field. You just don't need to think. We can do Pretty Memory, both getting 1,000. Pitching the Snow, and obviously we've got the Lily to summon from hand, so we don't ever need to do that. Again, Snow 1, this 2. Can't add anything there, but I suppose it's not the end of the world. We've already went Insanely Plus. So Snow resolves. Actually, here I'm just going to grab Brow, because I'm only going to use it one more time, because I've only got 1 more Purrely left in the deck. In fact, no, I am going to get Snow, because I'm just going to burn another one of these. No, I am going to get Brow. I'm going to get Brow, and I'll show you why in a second. So then we'll use this again. This is still all in the draw phase, because you can just start targeting your own cards now if you need to with any of them. So obviously brow 1, Purrely 2. Hit another one. Insane. So like, look, you've got 4 cards in hand, right? You've got 3 Purrelys on the field. If it's all 3 Purrelys, you've got 3 quick plays in your grave. Like, it's going pretty well. So then you can just go sort of main phase. You can choose to play around Nib if you want. I'm not going to. You can also choose if you want to go into the field spell, or if you want to go into the trap. Personally, I am going to go into the field spell because the trap. Right. So the way I look at this right now is, if I use the sleeping memory attached underneath the plump once, then I use the trap, I get 2 draws. If I use the street, I also get 2 draws, but I get extra materials. So I think it's worth it to do this. Activate street. We're not going to use that actually. We're going to use this to overlay with the plump. Overlay into plump. Then we're going to use plump effect to attach these 2. Then we're going to use this to attach to this to make beauty. Then we're going to overlay into Robin. Then we're going to use Delicious. Then we're going to check Plump. Then we're going to use Noir. Then we're going to go into the end phase and we're going to use the street. Then we're going to go into their turn. Then we're going to use Noir once, Noir twice. So if you open a Dark World and it all goes well, the board is cracked. The board is cracked. It plays around Draw, it plays around Vela, plays through Ash, plays through Imperm, plays through literally everything outside of Nib. If you go in for a super cracked board like this. A Ghost Dog on the plump can be pretty bad if you don't have the, I think, is it happy memory that stops it from being destroyed by card effect? I think it is. I'll just check. Yeah, happy memory choose on card field. Next time it will be destroyed by card effect. It isn't. So that's you know really way to play around Gogo with this. So yeah, it's good. It's good stuff. Right. Hope you learned something there. Went through quite a lot of scenarios there. Hope you enjoy them. And yeah. Oh, sorry that. Oh no. My screen was cut short. No. Oh well, you can see the top of the cards anyway. That'll do. All right. Cheers, everyone. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe.